once you're in codiqa, you can add a new project, and I'm just going to call this class demo. Create project. Now, at the very least, from the classes that we have had so far, guys, the classes that we've had so far, you should have got the basic idea that, yep, when you start a project, you are linking to some jQuery, mobile, JavaScript, and CSS files, and that there's a structure to a jQuery mobile page. That structure is a header, content, and footer, and then there are a lot of these elements like panels and dots and everything. So last few weeks, we had been looking up the website and checking up what the HTML code is, what styles should be used, and we had been manually typing it. Codiqa is one of the easiest ways to develop a jQuery mobile app, and you can export your HTML and it will actually write out the HTML for you, and then you can manually fine-tune the content, fine-tune certain things. But just have a look what happens here. So you get a home page by default. Okay, so by default you have a home page. You can give it a title. These are the themes. So these are the themes. If you go to jQuery mobile theme roller, can I have your attention, Lachlan, please? You're the last one to give me any attention, but the first one to complain, and unfortunately things go wrong only for you. So, but just watch this and we'll sort your problem, okay? You can see there are themes here by default. A, B, C, you can add more, and then you can export it. But here you have got some default themes, and you can also add the themes here. You can customize your themes. It has got a small step included somewhere that when you make your themes in theme roller, how to bring them in here. Somewhere there's a tutorial, and I'll try to find it later on. But now I'll just go for a default theme C. Home page, background if I want a background image, content padding. I can choose to have a header, page header, click on it, and let's say this is my cool game. The header is default, by default it's got a style, you can't play much with it, but you can drag and drop an image in the header. See that? You can drag and drop an image in the header. I'll just choose an image. Oh, I've got a logo. Yeah. Yes, I've got best home loans. When you drag and drop an image, if you want the image to resize, you must make the width 100% and the height you must make it auto. See that? So that automatically will take care of the scaling as the mobile app is displayed on different sized screens, tablets, phones. So just bear in mind, even if it's in a page. Now, if you sort of put it at 80% and you need to then sort of align it center or put some padding of 10% so that the total is 100%. Okay, but that's one easy thing for a logo, and that's one thing you will have to do. Make your logo, and I will give you a quick tip. 1 second, Jacob. A quick tip is, if you don't think you are a very good designer, Sean, I hope you're listening. If you don't think you're a very good designer, canva.com is brilliant. It's really brilliant, but up to you to sign up and use it. It's great for creating wonderful professional looking graphics. Jacob.
When you do the logo to resize automatically, do you have to put the height as
Oh, that's a habit I've picked up from the old manual coding, and I think that's work. If you don't put height auto, I realized it actually squishes it. You know, it stays elongated and it's just squished. Also, there is a new CSS called VH, viewport height and viewport width, VH and VW. The problem with VH and VW is it doesn't work in Safari and hence doesn't work in iPhones. So VH, VW, I still prefer percentage and auto. Yeah.
So if you just put the width at 100 and just leave the height, that's nothing.
I think it should pick up auto by default. Yeah, if I choose this as a percentage and I don't give anything, yeah, it should pick it up. Let me test it. Yeah. So it didn't kill it unless it's, yeah, yeah, it sort of stays at auto. But that's again my habit being old. Okay. So an image you can actually drag anywhere. So I'm dragging another image here and choose image, Queenslander. Yeah, I'll go 100 and I can align center. That's cool. Yeah. But you can see it actually did not go all the way 100 percentage. Now it's all cool. Now I can go 75 percentage. I can drag a footer for the bottom of the page. I don't know if this footer by default is fixed at the bottom, but anyway, footer 2000 and 2014, delete Katya, that's a footer there. If I wanted some buttons, I could put a tab bar, probably in the header. Doesn't like tab bars in the header. Oh, it's actually dropped the tab bars in the footer. Let me delete it and let me see where all I can put a tab bar. Okay, so the tab. Sorry? No, I'm trying to see whether I can get a tab in the header, that's all. I mean, if you're manually coding it, you can certainly do it. And let me see if it likes a nav bar. So yeah, it allows me to put a nav bar, and hopefully it will let me put the nav bar underneath the. Okay, so button, if I actually go and add some buttons here, so I go home, add button, contact. Now themes, keep it to the end. We will do the theming, but keep that for the very end. Transition is when you click and go to a page, and you can choose which page it should go to. Right now I have only one page, so I can only choose the one page. But you might be able to find a theme that's actually blue in color. Yeah, so you can choose a theme that's closest to your colors for now. So today at the very least I would like you to get your header in place, your buttons and a footer, a basic home page. And if you need to work on your logo in Photoshop or Illustrator, just ask for help. I can go through this. Did you do that last semester? I don't know. Did you do any Photoshop? Yeah. But I'm happy to sort of run through that again. And
So we can just take out one, like we don't have to make one version. We can just take whatever. Like if we're doing a current website, just redoing it. You said we can take.
See, but the whole thing is, if you keep taking and using other people's stuff, you will never acquire the competence to actually create a website from scratch. You will always remain a cut and paste artist. You know what I mean? So the whole idea of giving TAFE $20,000 is to acquire some kind of a skill there. So you need to acquire the skill to